In 2020, shortly before the pandemic hit, after some 40 years of being on the boardwalk, with the degradation and hopelessness all around me, I decided that it was time for me to remove myself from the boardwalk. But then my muse, who I always listened to, told me that I had one last thing to accomplish before I leave, and that was to do portraits of my homeless friends. So I got out of my car with my camera and started taking pictures of my friends. And mind you, not everyone could just go up to these people and take their photo. But them being good friends of mine that I have supported over the years all gave me wonderful loving looks as I took their photos. And then I also had them write something about their lives for posterity, and I was astounded by what they wrote. Upon seeing his portrait, Jacob wrote, I can see him. He stares back at me, eyes to eyes. This two-dimensional man now here in my three-dimensional world. This chiaroscuro doppelganger that, like popping the cap from a well-shaken bottle of soda, explodes into a sticky, foaming mind bomb of desperate ramblings, of collision and affirmation that bounce around in my skull like an existential super ball shot from a circus canyon. This is life, friends. This is the phantomless well of introspection, if one dares to lower the bucket and draw forth that which lurks in the dark, cool waters there. Each etched line, each applied layer, every stroke in motion representing the artist's attempt to capture the infallible, a hard copy, real-world version of that which by its very nature can never be seen. These are the moments when art transcends life, when subjective interpretation slams headfirst into objective reality's cruel indifference to mood and light and texture, to the entire tableau of human emotion, and the possibility that what we perceive as reality is in fact not real at all. I am real. Just look at me. Ain't I something? Hi, I'm Angel. Angel Rigoberto Figueroa, a homeless man in short. Why is the first question you might ask? But there is no simple answer other than maybe a suppressed spirit. Some of life's curveballs have struck me out. Getting back in the swing of life, well, sometimes without a coach, it's more than tough. Now the blessings that come from homelessness are much, believe it or not, such as making the most of a little. Learn to realize what is really important in life. Health of the mind, body, and soul, and friends such as Gary, with his philosophy, helped me grow in my perspective of the universe. With the portrait of me, I see my mother's eyes. Alan Alonzo Robinson, born January 1st, 1960. Piano lessons at 5 years of age, guitar lessons at the age of 10, trumpet lessons at the age of 12. My music influences, primarily Beatles, Hendrix, Santana. Later, the fusion explosion of 1975 to 1987. Came to Los Angeles from St. Louis, Missouri. In 1980, I did session work for Dr. Dre. I have lived in Venice, California from 2007 to 2018 and played on a daily basis the last 10 years out there. Club work with Diego at the Roxy and the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I took adult music lessons at LA Community College. William J. Whitaker. So into this world I am thrown, into this life I become a man, so created. As possible an entity worthy of the title William W. is the name. Born and raised in SoCal coastline, used to surf, started picking guitar around 1955 or 1956. R&R busted out. I heard Buddy Holly and the Crickets on radio and said to myself, I gots to do that too. 'Cause I know that girls are involved, I began liking them and even wanted to know how to dance and to be close, touching, smelling, feeling. The cycle began 3 failed marriages, offspring to match from the 3rd wife, possibly an errand 1 or 2, nevertheless proud to be an American in SoCal. God willing, I will carry on as E.Z. as I can. W.J.W. My name is Casey Rose Heaton. About the year 2008, I became homeless. I still look the same at 38 years old. January 9th, 1980 is my birthday. I grew up always playing sports. I'm related to one brother, David, July 8th, 1968, and two sisters, D.O.B., March 6th, 1972, older sister, D.O.B., 1975, May 10th. The Market family, the riches are my mom and dad's history. They were very strict. When I was with other grandparents, who always did everything to provide the best vacation, home, yard, a swimming pool, was built for me when I was 8 years old. It was very special future. So I had to steal, shoplift, etc., especially on our 395 Interstate Road up past Nevada borderline, the Lake Sierra. Brothers, sisters always made me raise my nieces and spread the family lies. When it was something told or from Market family, it really made it hard not to accept my daughter 21 years old. I was to finish my high school normal, but paid time participating. That's why it scares me. Ralph's grocery store smiles. I don't want to ever go back to that hateful city. I was to live all my life 0 to 28 years. It wasn't nice because the power given over my daughter, which name is Victoria Rose. She misses me in a memory so scary it really can't be true that I've misplaced my past or future lost. I need to take addictions and all the subjects me to the town and home of my childhood, and so called between the past and depression fits and all. Panama is the only name I have. He left the boardwalk before I could get his story. I've known Panama for about 5 years. Most of that time I was in a feud with him after a horrible fight over a vending spot. About a year ago we mended our relationship and have become good friends. I would describe him as a swashbuckling, compassionate pirate. He was like the mayor of a homeless clan that lived near the corner of Rose and the boardwalk. He was always ready to lend a hand, especially to the ladies. He was quite a ladies' man. He is well loved by many people from all walks of life. There's a website, Where's Panama, where people post photos of him. We miss him, but I'm sure he will return. I didn't ask Mike to write anything. He could be a bit intimidating. I call him Big Mike. Big guy, big vibe, big heart, big hands to help fix your bike, your car, or your needs. I had an art show exhibiting these portraits where my attempt was to find a civic organization that would want to hang them with the stories. The only requirement is I would like them to be in a permanent collection. Had a number of people involved, but that never went anywhere. But who knows, maybe someday these paintings will find a permanent home so that people can see that these homeless people were real people.